You might not realize the impact of what we produce and manufacture here, but it actually has global ramifications on society as a whole. I mean, it's hard, honestly. It's really hard to improve on something like this, and I could bore you for 3 days on what goes into this and the 50 ways it can go wrong. And some companies can produce 1,000 of these at a time, and things that matter to a scientist, it has to be straight. It can't have any flashing on the end. It has to deliver. And what people often forget is what goes in this pipette tip actually could be a limited sample. It could be the blood from my wife to find out if my daughter has Down syndrome in utero. It could be if the margin of error because the pipette is not made perfectly, it could be the case of we have the next blockbuster cancer drug, but because it was an inaccurate delivery of liquids, that it failed the test.
It's a little plastic piece, but if you look at it, it's not only a piece of plastic, it fulfills some kind of use. So, and that use is in science, so there's an expectation that it performs in a certain way over and over again. So if I do a series of science work, then it has to be repetitive. I have to rely on that. So it's actually more like an instrument, and when it comes to tolerances, those tolerances are sometimes tighter than what I know out of the aerospace industry. And that's why we really have to look at the quality, and that's a key point. So because we never know when this piece really makes a big difference, that part has to perform, and we have to make sure that we deliver the part that can do it over and over again.
A lot that goes on in the production aspect, and we take that to heart. And when you make billions of these a year, nearly perfectly every time, and the ones that aren't perfect never reach a customer because we have robust quality control. So we can guarantee that any product that gets to a customer is going to be flawless. One of the last things that you want to do is be worried about some extraneous piece of plastic, and we want our customers to be focused on, the mission, what they're passionate about, whether it's Alzheimer's, or it's pancreatic cancer, God forbid it's another pandemic. That's where their mind space needs to be. It doesn't need to be focused on a piece of plastic. And that's why one of the reasons we're able to execute and deliver top-notch products and superb service to our end users.